Hey guys, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be making the Mandalorian's blaster pistol. So, if this is your first time watching, I have been making a series of videos to create a full Mandalorian suit cosplay. So in this video, I will of course be making his trusty blaster pistol. The first thing we need is a template of the gun. So luckily enough, I found Steve over at SKS Props who made this, which is perfectly sized when you print it at 100%, but I ended up scaling it down to about 95%. Just because I'm a little bit smaller, so the whole costume is a little bit smaller than the real thing. So this fits well. I can hold it, you know, the right size. So let's cut it out. Once you've got your templates cut out, I know they're a little flimsy, of course, but I guess that explains the next thing. So I'm going to be building this mostly out of foam, of course, but I want a sturdy core for this. So I thought about using a thin piece of wood, but I decided on plastic. Now you can buy sheets of plastic. I happened to pick up this cutting board from the dollar store, and it's a pretty good thickness there to give us a nice strong core for the base of this gun. I traced my template onto the cutting board, excluding some of the detail pieces, and then I cut this out using my scroll saw, which totally worked, but you do want to be careful because sometimes when you're cutting plastic, it has the tendency to actually melt the plastic right back together after you cut it. See what I mean? I then used a 1-inch spade drill bit to cut out the hole for the trigger. Now it is time to laminate this thing with foam. So I traced my outline twice onto 6mm EVA foam, which I then cut out and glued onto either side with contact cement. But you may notice I cut on the outside of my Sharpie lines, which makes them a bit oversized. This was so that after they're glued on, I can come and sand them down with the rotary tool so that all 3 layers look like one flush piece. Hey guys, so quick PSA. This video uses a lot more power tools than I typically do, and of course there's easy and cheaper alternatives to make this, but if you are going to do it the same way as me, obviously have a parent's permission. I know there's a lot of kids that watch my channel, and of course safety first. Okay, if you don't already know, plastic, anytime you're working with it that's potentially melting the plastic, that's toxic. So I'm talking cutting it on a power saw or even sanding and grinding it down. Yep, toxic. As well as contact cement. That's a toxic chemical. So make sure you work in a well-ventilated area, and as you can see other me doing right over there, you got the safety glasses, the mask. Obviously be safe about this, guys. After that, I cut off just the handle grip section of the template and made that out of another layer of 6mm foam, which I glued on and then sanded down so it matches, but also beveled down the edges a little bit so that it would be much more comfortable to hold. Alright, moving on now to the barrel of the gun. I'm going to be using this 1/2-inch hex pipe, which is kind of funny. This stuff is everywhere in this cosplay because it's the same thing I made the ammo cartridges on for his bandolier. I marked the size on my template so I could cut the pipe down, and then for the angled section near the front, I decided to cut off a bit of a small funnel.
I wrapped the very end of the barrel with 6mm foam and then made some other rings with 2mm foam. Then I glued it onto the rest with contact cement and a little bit of super glue.
Alright, so with the barrel on there, this thing is looking more like a gun now. And if you want to take it easy on yourself, or maybe this just needs to be seen in the holster, or maybe really far away, you're finished. And you can go paint this now. But this is decked out with a bunch of little details, as with all props in Star Wars. So I'm just going to be cutting those off of our template and then tracing them onto foam of various thicknesses or other materials and doing a number of different things.
This began the process of looking at every single individual part of that template, cutting it out and making it out of foam. So I started with this L-shaped piece, which I made out of some 6mm, and for the end of it I scored some lines, which I then opened up by heating it up with a heat gun. There's another engraved part, so I carved that out with my rotary tool, and then a raised panel out of some 2mm foam. I made the trigger out of more 6mm foam, which I carefully glued in there. It's not going to be like a functional trigger, but I mean, you can still press the foam. It is kind of squishy. I made the hammer out of 2 layers of 6mm foam glued together and sanded down with the rotary tool. And for the cylinder part, I just took a very small bit of a dowel and wrapped it in some 2mm. There's a detail on the side made out of some 10mm floor mat foam with another 4mm piece to go on top of it. Whew, a lot of foam in this, okay? But if you want to make one of these for yourself, make sure to check out SKS Prop's video on this because he goes through this in depth. Every single little piece, what thickness to cut it, sand it, glue it. It's pretty impressive. So definitely go check it out. Moving on to the top, I layered up another pretty thick piece out of 2 layers of 6 and 1 of 4, which I cut, sanded, glued it on, and then there's another detail with the scoring the line and opening it up with a heat gun trick, which looks pretty cool. Flipping it over to work on the other side of the gun, I made another piece out of some 6mm with some little strips of 2mm on the inside. There's some kind of rod down this side, which I made, I think, out of the inside of a pen, and then a little 2mm clip to go on it. And on this side, there's also a channel that I carved out with the rotary tool. Getting into the fine details now, there's a lot of rivets, or just little circles on this thing, and instead of cutting small circles out of foam, I decided to cut the heads off of some brads, paper fasteners, and superglue those on. For the fine details on the other side, there's a little ring of plastic that I found, and some slightly larger silver buttons, but for the really small rivets, I couldn't find anything that size, so I decided to just actually make those out of little drops of hot glue. And there's a screw, which I made out of a piece of craft foam, scored a line into it. I took another dowel, which I cut up to be the part that goes under the handle, and I wrapped that in 2mm foam and made some other little details out of foam to go under there. And the very last piece was a tiny bit of 4mm on the end of the barrel.
Okay, after what felt like an endless time cutting and sanding and gluing tiny foam pieces, I think this thing's actually done and ready to be painted. So first I am going to seal this with black Plasti Dip, but before I do that I need to mask off the plastic pipe because Plasti Dip actually won't stick to that, it'll just rub off. I gave this thing a nice coat of gloss black spray paint, which looks pretty awesome, but now it is time to finish this thing up with some hand painting.
I dry brushed pretty much this whole thing with silver paint to really bring out those itty bitty details, because even on the video here, you can't really see them when they're all black, but just a little bit of silver on the top really makes them pop. That rhymes. Near the end of the barrel, it's actually all silver, but I let my coat be a little bit uneven to look like some weathering, and then the rod is actually gold. The last thing to paint is the wooden grips. So everyone has their own wood grain technique, there's a million out there, but I started with a kind of uneven layer of a light tan color and then watered down some brown paint to go over that. Just keep covering it until you're happy with it.
Alright, and here it is, all finished up. I am super happy with how this thing turned out, especially because this is actually the first gun I've ever built from scratch before. So hopefully that makes up for the fact that I made Han Solo's by repainting the toy. But if you are just making this thing by itself for display, or without making the rest of the costume is what I mean, then you're done. Good to go. That's the end of this video. But for me, I said back in the third episode of this series, when I made his belt and bandolier, that I didn't want to make his holster at the time. I wanted to wait until I made his pistol so that I would have, the holster that fits it exactly. And so that's what we're gonna do now.
I made this thing pretty quickly, taking a piece of 4mm, tracing around the sides of the blaster, cutting it out, and then making a piece of 2mm that goes over it and fits like that, so you can still slide the gun in and out of it. Because it's entirely foam, I really didn't want this to rip apart, so I made sure to glue it on with contact cement, and then there's one more strap out of some more 2mm.
This simple holster's all finished up, so now I just need to spray paint it brown so it matches the rest of the belt.
After it was painted, all that was left to do was glue it onto the belt.
So now you can just walk around with your gun hanging on your belt. When you're ready to pull it out, get in a gunfight, and there you go. Overall, I am super happy with how this all turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends. If you have any questions on this build, make sure to leave them in the comments section down below. If you haven't already, check out the other episodes in this series where I made the full Mandalorian costume. And the next video is all about Baby Yoda, so make sure you subscribe.